What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about the 15 best places to live in England. You know, I'm actually pretty interested in this video because I'm not exactly sure what kind of criteria they're going to use to rank the best 15 places in all of England. But it sounds very interesting and very informative. If you were to ask an average American of a place in England, they would tell you there's only one place in England, and it's London. That is the only place that exists in all of England. It's just London. I bet you didn't even know that. Fun fact. No, I'm fairly sure there are other places in the mystical, magical land of England besides London. But for the purposes of this video, I'm excited to learn. I'm probably gonna genuinely hear about some places that I have never, ever heard about before. Maybe there's some small towns here, some like not so obvious places in England that no one's ever heard of. That's the best place to live, the best little town with the highest rate of happiness or something. I don't know, who knows? But sounds interesting to me. And with that being said, let's take a look.
15 best places to live in England. Where you would consider the best places to live in England will depend on your goal, desire, and purpose.
Yeah.
For instance, Oxford is ranked by those looking to work as the best place to live in the UK, but those looking at developmental...
Holy, one sec. Look at Oxford. How does the entire place just look like a giant Harry Potter castle? This could be Hogwarts. I mean, the entire thing is just this beautiful old architecture. Anyway, this is not a video about Oxford, but I just had to say, this is pretty nice.
Is ranked by those looking to work as the best place to live in the UK, but those looking at...
Oh, Oxford is the best place to work? Why? Because you can get a really high-paying job?
Oxford is ranked by those looking to work as the best place to live in the UK, but those looking at developmental angles consider Yorkshire, and they'll think otherwise. Thus, you'll hardly have two rankings agreeing on the same set of the best places to live. Now, considering...
Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely right. This faceless narrator is absolutely correct. There's a lot of ways you could personally measure what the best place to live would be for you in particular. So I'm interested to see how they made this list.
The totality of indicators used by different assessing bodies, we've come up with the following 15 places as the best places to live in England.
Okay.
15.
Oh, so they basically use the totality of a bunch of different metrics in general to rank these, I think he said.
Totality of indicators being on the same set of the best places to live. Now, considering the totality of indicators used by different assessing bodies, we've come up with the following 15 places as the best places to live in England.
Okay.
15. Malden. On the Blackwater estuary, you'll find Malden, the home of a picturesque promenade park and several spectacular coastal views.
I've never heard of Malden, that's for sure. This looks like some kind of small town, which I actually thought was a possibility when you're talking about best places to live. Probably a not so obvious, not too overpopulated with annoying tourists, annoying American tourists everywhere, kind of small town like this.
Cyclists consider this town full of beautiful historic buildings a haven. The cost of living here is a bit lower than the Essex average. Because it's a place with low rainfall, you'll enjoy a lot of outdoor activities and pursue plenty of leisure.
Okay. Hey, there's a maze. Hold on. Back it up. Back it up. Wow, there's actually a carnival going on in the upper left. And then there's a maze in the upper center. And like you said, it's on water with all the boats. And there's not too much rainfall, so you get to enjoy the outdoors. I can actually see why this is low-key, like a really, really nice place to live.
14. Hart.
Hart.
Let us go and find you nice accommodation in southeast England. You'll get a nice place to live in Hart, which is one of the wealthiest areas in the UK.
Oh.
The crime rate is low and earnings are high. The female life expectancy in Hart is the highest in the country, which is 86.7.
Oh,
the
wow.
weather here is...
Wow. You get to be rich? You get to live forever? I understand.
Is better compared to most in the country, which is 86.7. The weather here is better compared to most places in the country.
Okay.
You have an average of 63.5 hours of sunshine per week, whereas the national average is 29.7.
It's even more sunnier on average. That is not a measurement I expected them to take into account, but that's nice. More sun on average in Hart. Wow. Sorry, Hart.
Hart has the largest freshwater lake in the country. 13. East Hertfordshire. If you have a family and you want to live close to London, think about East Hertfordshire.
Oh.
The city has some of the best schools in the east of England. Besides, it's full of picturesque countrysides, such as serene rivers, charming market towns, and magnificent buildings.
Wow, I mean, this is a magnificent building. East Hertfordshire? It's a cool name. East Hertfordshire. And plus, you get the benefit of getting to live near London without having to live in London. That's another bonus.
Interestingly, weekly earnings here are among the highest in England. It's among the best places to live in England if you're concerned with making enough to provide for your family. The life expectancy here is high because of the quality of life. So you can live for up to 82 years as a man or 85 years as a woman, if...
I would be a little, There's a little bug flying around. Hold on. Oh, of course he flies away. Oh! Oh! I actually think I got it. Okay. Anyway. It was a gnat or something. Very tiny. I hope that came up on video. Anyway. Not distracted at all. But he was flying literally in my face. Roll it back and watch that. That thing was like trying to go into my eyeball. At that point, you can't ignore it, you know? You want to give the little gnat a chance to live and fly away. But when it's trying to commit suicide into your eyeball, what can you do? Sorry. Anyway, apologies. What are we looking at?
Of life. See,
East Hertfordshire. Yes, okay.
For your family. The life expect...
Oh, right. I remember what I was going to say. These places where there's, you can get a great job and you can earn a lot of money, doesn't that also probably mean that these towns are really, really expensive to live in and maybe purchase a house? And the cost of living is probably going to be pretty high here as well, right?
Expectancy here is high because of the quality of life. So you can live for up to 82 years as a man or 85 years as a woman if you live in East Hertfordshire.
Okay. But I like how they just say, since the life expectancy is 85, oh, you're definitely, you will have the opportunity to live to 85 if you come here. Like, it has some magical property just being there. I think it's all just an average, right? I'm sure the average happiness is high, the average salary is high, the average age is high, but I don't know, maybe it's just how they phrased it.
12. Hambleton. Hambleton has consistently been on the list of best places to live in England. The crime rate is among the lowest in the UK. Movement is easier as there's low traffic volumes. Dwellers in Hambleton enjoy great well-being scores, judging from their high level of happiness and low level of anxiety. Life expectancy is high because of good medical access.
You know, I feel like this is a recurring theme. A lot of these are just very nice, quaint little English towns, which I thought some of these would be, but when you're looking at a list of the 15 best places in all of England, you expect a couple of big names to be in there, right? Maybe there will be, but these have just been quaint little nice towns so far. I like it.
11. Selby.
Selby.
Selby isn't too far from York. The town enjoys a fun blend of beautiful market towns and picturesque villages. But what makes this one of the best places to live in England is that those living there can make better use of their money, because housing costs are a bit lower, given what obtains in the surrounding areas. As for safety, it's a city with one of the lowest crime rates in the UK, and you'll find some of the best primary schools and colleges also in the country here.
Yeah, that's more of the stuff I'm more used to when they're talking about ranking stuff. places to live? Is the crime rate being low, the education in the area being really high, the happiness being high? That's more that's more the stuff that I'm used to. I like it.
10. St Edmundsbury. When you hear locals mentioning Bury, they're referring to St Edmundsbury.
Okay.
The district in the east...
Oh, it has a nickname. Bury, or Bury. St. Edmundsbury.
Locals mentioning Bury, they're referring to St Edmundsbury.
Okay.
The district in the east of England is known as a beautiful market town and stunning St Edmundsbury Cathedral. You'll also find the sprawling Abbey Gardens there. A group recently voted St Edmundsbury as the happiest place to live in the east of England.
Really?
Young families looking for a quiet place to raise a family with good transport links can settle here.
Okay. They break it down that specifically. The best place to live in Eastern England. Okay, not bad.
9. Barburg. According to the Royal Mail's Happiness Index, Barburg in the east of England is the second happiest place to live in the whole of the UK.
The second the second happiest in the whole UK. You'd think that would make it even higher on a list of England. Happiest places to live in England. Sorry, best places to live. Anyway, delving too deep into that, looking too deeply into that, moving on.
In the east of England is the second happiest place to live in the whole of the UK.
Okay.
Residents in this local government district in Suffolk enjoy high levels of personal well-being, earn well, and have easy access to the best of government services, such as healthcare.
Nice. I just gotta say, they have another building with the beautiful, is that grass or carefully manicured plant bush growing up the side of the building on the left there. We need more of that. We need more of that in the United States. That just adds a whole different tone. It's got to be hard to do now that I think of it, but the effect is worth it. That's lovely.
Since it's considered a rural area, it has a low carbon emission rate and has plenty of sprawling areas for relaxation. The crime rate in Barburg is low, with its significant historical sites and landmarks, as well as museums and galleries.
This looks extremely historical, almost like it's straight out of the past or something.
8. Wokingham. Wokingham, in the southeast of England, is not far from the capital. This is a historic market town, serving as a mainstay for many cities where many couples choose to raise a family. It's one of the best places to live in England because of the low crime rate and a large number of good schools for kids.
That seems to be a recurring theme. A lot of these nice little best places to live have low crime rates, lots of opportunity for financial success, great place to raise a family. That's not a joke. When you're really deciding on a place where you're going to settle down and live, maybe for the rest of your life, you think about, would this be good to raise my family? Would I want to send my child to that school there? That kind of thing. So this makes sense.
Wokingham has a significantly high rate of employment. For pleasure seekers, this is a haven, as there are plenty of opportunities to pursue leisure.
Is pleasure seeker a common English word? Pleasure seeker? For pleasure seekers. That has a very, at least to me, interesting meaning in the United States. Pleasure seeker. Okay.
For pleasure seekers, this is a haven, as there are plenty of opportunities to pursue...
Maybe it's also that they were showing this guy smiling like that at the same time that they said this place was for pleasure seekers. Anyway, I know what they're trying to say. I get it.
Employment. For pleasure seekers, this is a haven, as there are plenty of opportunities to pursue leisure. The city is packed with plenty of free community events, such as music, arts and leisure groups, binding the communities together with entertainment. Wokingham provides easy access to both the city and the countryside.
That's actually, like, all jokes aside, that's actually really nice. That this place is known for having fun community events that you can take part of, feel like a part of the community, make some friends, have a good time. That's actually quite important for being happy where you live.
7. Bristol. Probing into why the expats and locals are thronging this port city of Bristol, you'll agree that it's quietly becoming one of the best places to live.
Oh, wow.
The city retains its heritage and combines it with modern and vibrant culture. The metropolis has a lot for everyone who loves to explore West Country. Sweeping surfing beaches and fishing villages are sights waiting to be beheld.
This is beautiful. And the way that the river and such is built into the city like this, absolutely incredible. Beautiful.
At the west side of the city, Clifton is the most exclusive part. A lot of affluent families enjoy a cozy life here as they want more space. 6.
I can absolutely see why that was ranked very highly on the list. But there's 6 more in front of that one. These must be incredible. I know Bristol, so we're starting to get to some places that have even reached me. That's when you know they're kind of well known. When they've come all the way to the US and they've reached me in my little room, that means they're known, if I know.
Berkhamsted. The town Berkhamsted is a great place to live in England due to its desirability. You can consider it posh or pretentious, but its commutability makes it attractive to the affluent residents.
Okay.
It's a place you can live and work in London, as it takes just 30 minutes travel to get to work each morning on a direct line into Euston Station.
I don't care. I'll live here. Call me posh. Call me whatever you want. I don't care if I'm having a good time living there. And it's an easy commute to London, I think he said, and beautiful place. I mean, call me whatever you want.
Berkhamsted has excellent road connections with London as well, and it's a city with the best of both worlds, having all the modern amenities with countryside picturesques.
Yeah.
5. Brighton.
Ooh.
Because Brighton has something for everyone, the effervescent resort city is full of things to see and do.
Yes, I am a little familiar with Brighton. I believe I have reacted to this city at one point in the past. Beautiful. I can see why it popped up and I looked at it before, and why it's so high up on this list of best places to live. I didn't think I appreciated at the time that this was one of the top 5 best places to live in England, according to this list anyway.
View them up from the electric streets of Bohemia towards North Lane, to the elegant Regency homes lining the waterfront. At least the local Premier League football always breathes life into the city. Considering its proximity to the capital, you'd contest the dubbing of the city as London by the Sea.
London by the Sea? I hadn't heard that before. That means Bristol is substantial. That is quite a title. I mean, it's got this incredible pier with all this fun stuff on it. I'm sold.
Neighbourhood in the city has an amazingly distinct feel, ranging from the liberal Kemp Town to the cosy hillside area of Hanover. It's one of the best places to live in England because it has more affordable homes further west, which are easily accessible by local trains and buses.
Okay. Plus, it's got a Ferris wheel on the beach. I mean, that's both fun, you can laugh at it, but also it's objectively cool.
Affordable homes further west, which are easily accessible by local trains and buses. 4.
Leeds. I've definitely never in my life heard of Leeds.
Leeds. Next is the city of Leeds, the largest in the Yorkshire region. Don't reckon with any list of best places to live in England if it doesn't mention Leeds.
Really?
Even though it was once an overlooked mill town, it's now a youthful city with the perfect mixture of northern grit and glamorous cosmopolitan chic. You can't exclude such a university city with excellent shopping and leisure from this list.
Oh my gosh. The narrator makes me feel dumb for not knowing about Leeds. Sorry if I offended. I've never heard of it. Makes it sound like anyone who's anyone knows about Leeds. But apparently it used to have a reputation of being a little more simple, or how did he put it?
If it does the Yorkshire region. Don't reckon with any list of best places to live in England if it doesn't mention Leeds. Even though it was once an overlooked mill town.
An overlooked mill town. Interesting way to put it. I'm not sure what a mill town is. A town that was just making money by milling stuff? A very simple craftsman town or something, which became this in the modern day. It's obviously very nice.
Move back to the UK, if you remember the easy access to the nearby Yorkshire Dales. You'll find plenty of watersides in the city centre. Since it's a youthful city, young professionals enjoy the vibes of Headingley and Chapel Allerton.
Oh.
Families love further out Roundhay Park, stretching northwards.
Wow. Wow. Youthful city. Energetic. Probably has a great community as well. Okay, number 3. Stroud. I don't think I've ever heard of Stroud. And this is top 3 we're talking about.
3. Stroud. Stroud, a market town and civil parish, also deserves a place on this list.
Okay.
The main town in Stroud District is the meeting point of the Five Valleys, and this is just one of the many attractions of the town. Affectionately called by locals the People's Republic of Stroud, it delights the residents with its steep streets.
Oh, it's got steep streets, and it's a market town. Does that attract a lot of tourism, or is that annoying? Or is that something that the community loves? Market town. I'm not exactly familiar with what that means, per se.
Farmers Market blesses the town with more than just economic prosperity.
Oh. I immediately get corrected. Farmers Market. Well, that's nice. Fresh food. Farmers Market. That's something that the community can enjoy. And it's apparently good for its economy as well. Pretty cool.
It has, for lovers of entertainment and fun cinema, a live music venue, a park, and a thriving arts scene.
Cool.
Stroud links conveniently to London on road and rail, which further boosts its economic and political relevance.
Oh, wow. Yeah, when it's so accessible to London, I feel like that really raises it up even, really pushes it over the edge. It can be a beautiful town with low crime, great opportunity for a career, great to raise a family, and then you have it's near London but not in London, and that really helps push it over the edge to where that's how you get to number 3. But there's still 2 more.
2. Manchester.
Manchester.
This city, styling itself as capital of the North.
I have heard of Manchester. I would say most Americans have heard of Manchester. I gotta give it that.
Is a city you can't ignore when reckoning with the best places to live in England. There's a lot to say about Manchester. You can start from its industrial past and continue the list with famous soccer teams and musical heritage.
That's right. Manchester does... Everyone's always saying that name. Oh, the fly's back. The gnat. Did I not get it? Huh, it flew into my mouse. Doesn't matter. It can live there. Manchester, I hear, associated a lot with football. Although I don't know anything about football. But maybe living in Manchester would immediately mean that you have to become a fan, for one. Or you have to get it, or they boot you out. But also that it's just an awesome place.
It's a city with a blend of old and new, which makes it a true world city. Try and rate the city with its Victorian town hall and the shimmering waterfront developments located nearby Salford Quays, and tell me whether it's an old or a new city. 1. Salisbury.
Salisbury. Number 1, Salisbury. I don't know Salisbury. I've never heard of it. I mean, the first image I'm seeing of it looks nice. They happen to take this photo on a rainy day, a cloudy day. Still looks pretty cool.
Going by the list compiled by the Sunday Times, Salisbury, a city in Wiltshire, is the top city to live in the UK, not just in England. While we all may view things...
Oh, it's the top city in all of the UK. Wow, okay. Okay. Good to know. That's pretty good.
...is the top city to live in the UK, not just in England. While we all may view things differently, we'll always count it among the best places to live in England. The beautiful medieval city, with its stunning architecture and a population of 40,302, has the Wiltshire Cathedral as its centrepiece.
Ooh.
The plenty historical buildings in this city are homes to modern businesses. The proximity of Salisbury to London and its coasts makes it among the best places to live in the UK.
You know, what's also great about this and a couple of the other ones is that they have a beautiful mixture of older architecture, older buildings and roads, and a mix of more modern businesses and architecture mixed in, which really gives them a special feeling that you do not see in the United States. You don't ever quite achieve that. You need a special kind of history for that. And this, I can see why Salisbury is #1. And of course, it's close to London as well.
It's just 90 minutes from London by train and 60 minutes to the coast.
Okay.
Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on that notification bell.
Okay. I was definitely correct in my thought that I would not know a lot of these places. I don't think I knew 90% of them, 95% of these. This was by Learning Canteen. I gotta give it a like. I liked that immensely. What did the commenters say anything about this? These rankings of places to live tend to be quite controversial. So I'm a little curious. Cheshire has some nice towns and villages. Ah, Cheshire. I work in Wokingham. Wokingham was on this list. And drive there from West London. It's beautiful, affluent, lovely pub. Pub. They didn't mention too much about the pubs. I'm surprised. Oh. Okay. It's Bury St. Edmunds, not St. Edmunds Bury. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, this person saw underlying threat of violence, homelessness, battering, and broad daylight. Oh my gosh. That's why these personal anecdotes are kind of interesting. This guy did not have a good experience in St. Edmundsbury. Moved from Bristol to Salisbury, no regrets. Cycling is amazing. Cool. Very cool. Amazing how many people who comment here have visited one of these places. That's pretty awesome, actually. This was extremely interesting. 15 best places to live in England. If anything, this. Why does the gnat try to fly into your mouth? That's my only question. There's something strange about... Anyway, this is not ranking the best gnats or most annoying gnats that fly around your home. This is the top 15 best places to live in England. And in that respect, I enjoyed this immensely. Although most of these I'd never heard of. But there were a lot of similarities in the sense that they're all fantastic places to live, obviously, but because low crime, I mean, some of them were saying that you're going to live till you're 85 if you move there, but I know that's just an average, a metric. And they're just beautiful. They're all beautiful. None of them seemed like they were too overpopulated either, which is surprising if they're some of the best places to live. You'd think they'd be, the jig's up, this video has been released, everyone knows. But thankfully that's not the case. And the communities are apparently really nice in a lot of these places, which makes sense. Because they seem really, everyone's probably happy there, you know? It's nice. It's always nice to hear about places like this. Puts you in a good mood, teaches me about England. I enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to England, Britain, the UK, things there, the culture there that I've never seen or experienced before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.